After publishing my paper revealing the rate of teenage pregnancy sharply declines from the age of 20 onward, I realized that I was gifted in the art of science. Therefore, I turned my attention to the most significant scientific issue about AIDS. It's water way. If you're not a brain genius, you may be thinking to yourself that the answer is obvious, perhaps one way or the other. However, the term what can be defined as the ability to make other things wet by adhering to their surface, meaning water is wet. Equally though, wet can be defined as something covered or saturated with liquid, meaning that water is not wet, though ice can be wet. If you're thinking to yourself the problem is clearly semantics, you should know we're playing into the hands of the KGB. Anyway, fortunately, my cousin Kenneth works at NASA, so I was able to use his work ID and managed to get my hands on roughly 27% of NASA's budget. I began doing research, performing a multitude of very complex and scientific tests that I absolutely and unequivocally understand and can't easily say the names of, but I have nothing to prove to you, so I will not be describing them here. I can tell you're expecting me to describe them here. Please stop waiting for me to describe them. Took many months and countless sleepless nights, but I was able to hit upon a solution. I quickly reached out to the president of the US to hold a press conference announcing my discovery. There was going to be some other scientists speaking about some complete fix for global warming. She'd come up with that, could only be enacted that day or hope would be lost. But fortunately I was able to take over her slot for my announcement while she was pushed to some other day. So on that occasion, I wore my largest and most colorful hat. There's a third definition. I stated to the hordes of press, cameras flashing, the only other sound on account of the bated breath that occasion necessitated. If we define what is being made of liquid or moisture, then water is wet. 2 out of 3 is the majority. Therefore water is wet. Thank you, Winnie. I stepped down from the podium and walked away. Unfortunately, what I had perceived to be stone silence and my genius turned out to be complete confusion. The press, as it turned out, could not read my mind as I'd assumed they could due to my lack of tinfoil hat. Therefore, they had an actually heard my internal monologue about the other 2 definitions of water. The revelation of a third definition made no sense to them, as they weren't aware of the origin of the definitions. The rest of the day I was being torn apart by the fake news woke media for wasting not only government time, which was ridiculous because I wasn't even allowed access to the presidential or garden, but also government funding. And all the commotion of other scientists I mentioned didn't get it again. Fortunately, they seem to have got it into their heads that I'm called Slim Shady and were distracted by my large hat to notice my face, so my true identity is safe. But I'm no closer to getting scientific funding than identify the real Slim Shady.